Today we're going to tell you about a really cool local organization called Black Horse Forge and tell you about the mission from their Stafford County space. Consider supporting the Fredericksburg Free Press as we continue to grow our community-driven news organization, becoming a sustaining member or making a one-time contribution to support our work. Visit fredericksburgfreepress.com for more information, and thank you. Today I'm home to a really unique local organization called Black Horse Forge. This is a 31 Utah place right off of Patriot Highway in Stafford County, right across from the big data center campus going on. And I'm with Taylor Gilligan, who is the president of Black Horse Forge. So Taylor, thank you for joining us today.
Thank you for coming down here.
Yeah, so obviously there's a lot of activity going on in the background. So tell us about what's going on here and just generally about Black Horse Forge.
Well, so tonight is Open Forge. Forge is basically a place where veterans, active duty, first responders, and law enforcement can come and work on projects, hang out with other veterans, and learn about blacksmithing.
Yeah. So Black Horse Forge is a 501c nonprofit, and tell people just like what your mission is.
So we teach bladesmithing and blacksmithing to veterans, active duty, first responders, and law enforcement as a therapeutic outlet, as well as a sense of community.
So what kinds of stuff can people come in here and make?
Pretty much whatever. As long as it can fit in the forge, they can come in here and make it.
You get a lot of people making knives and...
Yeah, a lot of knives, a lot of blacksmith projects, hooks, Christmas ornaments. If you could think of it, you could probably make it here.
And again, it's like Wednesday night, Wednesday between 4 and 9. People can come in and work on their projects. So that's what's going on here, and it's totally free.
Yeah, totally free. We do free Open Forge every Wednesday, and then I try to offer free classes for veterans at least once a month.
Okay. So where does the revenue for the organization come from?
So we rely on generous donations, as well as we teach public classes as fundraisers, and we also make things that we sell locally at like craft shows and things like that.
Okay, so you mentioned how this is therapeutic. I guess just talk through that a little bit. How is this a therapeutic activity for a first responder, a veteran, or?
That's a good question. So a lot of guys getting out, they don't necessarily have an outlet. They've got some things that might not be quite right upstairs, and they're not going to seek like professional help. So it's kind of like an alternative. I don't want to say necessarily therapy because I am not a licensed therapist, but it's an outlet where they can come and they can hang out with people who have shared experiences, as well as learn something new, hit on hot metal, and do all of this in kind of an event that's not drinking centric.
Yeah. Tell people about the equipment that they'll find here. Like what?
We got pretty much anything that you could want to make pretty much anything that you could want.
Yeah.
So we've got a ton of hammers, tongs to hold the metal. I've got 11 anvils. We have a power hammer and a 25-ton press. We've got 6 grinders and for knife making, and a surface grinder as well.
Taylor, how can people find out more about Black Horse Forge if they're interested in coming to this or another event, or just about the organization in general?
So all of our updates are announced on Facebook. They're also listed on our website, blackhorseforge.com, and we also share stories to Instagram.
Okay. Well, Taylor, thank you so much for having us in here and touring us around the facility and showing us the kind of stuff that you do. It's a really cool organization, so appreciate you taking a minute to tell us about it.
Definitely. Appreciate you coming down. And, No, I'm happy to have you guys.
Okay. So. All right. Well, Taylor, thanks again. And thank you to everybody for watching today. That's going to do it for this week's edition. So be sure to check out Black Horse Forge, a really cool organization. And that'll do it for this week's edition. We'll see you next week. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel and our newsletter, and we'll keep you up to date on what's going on here in the Fredericksburg region. See you next week.